Right, a very good evening to you. I'm hoping you've had a fantastic day. Welcome to Chit Chat. We do a roundup of weekly stories that have been making headlines throughout the week. My name is PYLINE Jean. You can interact with me on all socials at PYLINE Jean, and that will be fantastic, right? Now, welcome to the show. We're all about gossip. You can find us across all socials as Y254. Of course, you can be part of the show. Talk to us. Let us know where you're tuned in from and your various contributions to stories we are covering today. And we'll be so happy to go through the comments at the end of the show and give you a shout. Of course, if you see me out on a Sunday, you know the gang is already present. And like they say, ladies first. And right next to me, I have Wangare Washiori, who by the way has been away for too long. To miss too much, but she decided, you know what, I miss them too. How have you been and where have you been and how are you doing? Tell us everything.
I've been okay. Kama kawaida kutafutia watoto.
Na kutani kwa mimi sikuacha kuja hata utakuwa unaambia watu.
Bado hajakuja na kutafutia. Anyway guys, I miss you guys. I miss being here and kama kawaida. So happy to be here today.
Right, and of course we have our very own rapper and tech head in the building, Ronald Rose. What did you do?
What it does? I know it's been a minute though. Yeah, how are you doing, feeling?
I'm good. Miss new whatever. It's been a minute.
It's
just been me and shout out to Bantu. It's just been me and Bantu for the last couple of weeks, but it's good.
We're back as usual, you know. I noticed you have a cold.
For some reason, yeah. Yesterday I went, I was at this event and it went on until late. I did not have a proper, jacket or anything, so I caught a cold, but I'll be okay.
But remember, if you have a cold, then we're freezing.
I was freezing yesterday.
No, but we are freezing.
I was weekending, but it's so good. I'll be fine. I'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay. What's up, my people? I go by the name Ronald to the Royce, and as usual, it's on a Sunday. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, and we are going to serve you the best tea in town. Only that, it's gonna be sugarless because bei ya sukari imepanda.
Utuambi vizuri. Why do you have to keep reminding us about that? But it's okay. When I say sukari, it's bad for your health anyway.
Really?
So we can go without sugar. It's okay. I'm just kidding. Kuna watu ambao wamezoea sukari bila chai hawawezi, siku inaharibika. Like my grandma. My grandma literally aliambiwa hosi asikunywe sukari, and then she was like, what is the worst that can happen?
And the way I know,
and then she's like, I'm already of age, so if it happens, let it. Alisema yeye lazima akunywe sukari. So I understand.
What happens to the people who tunaitanga my sugar, like they are called?
My sugar and honey. Squeeze it, utaita maembe probably.
Ati maembe.
Anyway, it's all good. Welcome to the show. I know right now there's Chelsea and Manchester City actually. I don't want to talk much about it, but I'll keep you updated as we go on with the show. But first things first, let's start with our first story right here on the show. And Nairobi's former governor, Mike Sonko, unintentionally initiated a celebrity challenge to prove one's wealth. Now, in a viral video, Sonko seemed upset after someone insulted his wealth, prompting him to flaunt stacks of cash consisting of $100 bills and Kenyan 1,000 bills as well. Now, he referred to the sum around 2 million as a mere pocket change for fuel. The video sparked an online trend where other celebrities like Eric Omondi, Mlamoa, and even Oga Obina have decided to showcase their stacks of Kenyan 1,000 bills, totaling to, actually Eric Omondi had 13 million in cash, yeah? And then Oga Obina had a total of, he showed us his account that had a little over 30 million Kenya shillings in his account. You cannot make these stories out. Of course, we have proof. Let's have a look at all these videos.
Kama nataka Kenya shilling, kwanza pocket money ya mafuta. Unaonyesha baba pocket money ya mafuta wewe. Pesa. Mtu ajipange, azikwa kaburi yake kivyake. Tuonane mbinguni. Nonsense. Unajua pesa wewe? Unajua pesa ama unajua hii kwanza ni ya mafuta, hii ni pocket money. Hii ni pocket money ya mafuta hii. Ndio wakati hiyo nao shenzi. Nikufundishe pesa wewe, bado ni mchokora wewe. You have a long way to go kwa maisha.
Hey, Obina, I told you I'm older than you, I'm richer than you, I have more money than you, I can help you. Naweza fungua radio station na nikuandike kama kitabu. Bwana, hii ni sanduku ya kwanza. Sanduku ya, this is, you know how much this is? That is 13 million. I've worked my ass off for 16 years. I made my first 3 million in 2008. Ado uko primary, unakojoa unakunia kwa diapers. That is, you know how much this is? That's the second one. This is the third one. This is the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feed you and your entire family with Mwizi, Nigerian fake.
I think he's having an affair. I'd had another family.
And then there's a girl Bina with 31 million in one of his accounts. Just one, not many accounts. Imagine that. Yani, 31 million just sitting in one account, and he's like, that is just one of my accounts. Was it 31 or 61 million? And I'm like, namnasema tibei ya unga ikuju. Yani, I think for this country you need to speak for yourself. When you say like we are broke, say I am, you know, don't say like we are, because where? Joy, what are we thinking? Like, I'm aware you're not where me I am. Maybe mimi ndo maybe mimi ndo naona hiyo pesa ni mingi. Maybe wewe unacheza le lingine. What are you thinking right now?
No, I'm thinking about the God of Sonko and the God of people like Shonara who wananunuliwa gari mbili in a month. And I'm like,
oh, Shonara, right? Right. Yeah, I know.
It's depressing.
Yani alibaiwa gari ya kwanza, it was a Benz, and she was like, oh, so I'm just like learning to drive properly. Say ni kwa ya kudrive.
Yeah.
And then she was like, it's so manly, I want a lady like alafu akabaiwa
Yeah, 2
red.
weeks, actually 2 weeks later.
2 weeks after.
I'm like, why do people pray? They pray facing where? Because,
Shakaola.
I want any time yao.
This story is depressing. This story is depressing to me.
PYLINE. Hebu ngoja, kuna mtu alibaiwa Benz ya kulana? Drive.
Alibaiwa?
Benz.
Two actually in 1 month.
Huyo ni mtu anaishi Kenya ama?
Well, she recently just relocated from Kenya to, you know, is it Europe or it's US? I'm not sure. One of those countries, either UK or US.
Okay, aside from that, I think we have a problem in this country.
Why?
Number one, someone cannot be able to display all this opulence just to show us how much they're hiding in the houses. And remember, right now we don't have money in circulation because of these guys. Now, if you look at what people are going through, and then someone sees such kind of cash that is just sleeping and lying in your room, in your drawers, what do you think you're trying to show? How do you think other people are going to react into such matters? The kind of depression you guys are going to create to the masses is gonna be real. Because someone will be like, what kind of a God am I praying? And you're always in church 24 hours, that is on Sundays.
No, but I think...
Are you talking about me, Rod? Because it's super depressing us and we just play around with money in such a way.
No, but come on, guys. Come on, seriously. They've worked for that money. No, like, why don't you work? Hata Sonko alisema hivi, like when he was like, actually alikuwa amekasirika akisema mnaosema pesa mbona ufanyi kazi? Alisema as long as you're an adult, if you're 18 years, you are an adult. If you're over 18 years, you should not be complaining about money. Like he worked, he worked from scratch.
Have you not worked?
Inheritance. He has had to work for his money. Same as Eric Omondi, right?
No,
and
Feline.
They've been working hard, so they're like super.
Are you not working?
I am.
Yes, so...
But sasa miaka zangu hazijafika na zao. Maybe by the time I'm their age. And Omondi was 40 something.
Ama wewe ni shillingionaire. Ama millionaires.
Nah, maybe by that time we'll be billionaires. Who knows? But then still, there's someone who had this point, like when all of this was happening, right? Oh, sorry about that. What? Homer. Anyway, so there's someone who is like, we've seen the story of Colonel Mustafa, and everyone is like, oh, we need to help him, he's a legend and everything. And then you have the likes of now Eric Omondi, and then we have Akina Ogaobina, they are flaunting this kind of cash. And then, God forbid, later on, maybe 10 years from now, they have a problem, and they come back and they're like, oh, tunataka mnisaidie, sijui naenda India, sijui ama whatever happened, nataka mchango. So Kenyans are like, do you think we are going to be in a position to help you? Because right now you're telling us guys are poor, we are peasants, we cannot match up to you, we don't know what wealth is. What's your take on that?
Okay, I'm the kind of person who believes in if you have it, flaunt it, but not
You
flaunt
serious?
it in such a way.
I don't think I would though.
Yeah,
like I would buy myself a designer bag, yes, but I will not like be, napiga simu na pesa ile yenye watu wanekanga. Nah, I don't think I would be doing that, but yeah, to each their own.
Oh.
Na maana joy ukai kufanya hivyo. You don't look like the kind of person who will be doing that. Like ati unapanguza joto na pesa, you're like
Nah.
Anaka innocent.
I am dramatic sometimes and I want to, but not that kind of dramatic, you know.
Ni innocent tu kwa TV sahi, my friend.
You think so?
Behind the curtains. It's gonna be war. Baghdad.
How about you, Ron? You know, Ron, you're a rapper.
Yeah.
Alafu to add on that, you're from the lakeside.
Mbona
naona ukifanya hii maneno?
My friend, let me tell you.
Why am I seeing you do this very soon?
No, Luos believe in one thing. You only live once. So that means whenever you go to heaven, you are not going to get all this that we have earthly, okay?
You think so?
One day, spile tu nitaomoka kidogo tu hivi. Hizi screen zote, be it on social media, mainstream media, you guys are going to know me. Mtanitambua. Achana, umeona Mulamwa was literally, as a lawyer, he was eating his cash. Literally na githeri. And it's going to be more than that.
We had a video of Mlamwa. I don't know. I don't know if we have it or not. But yes. Pia Mlamwa pia alikuwa. But from Mlamwa, he explained it. Mlamwa said he came from nothing, and there are people who did not believe in him. Akianza alikuwa naambia wewe hata simfani, by the way. You're not going anywhere. So he's like, now that this comedy has paid off, he's just showing them to prove them wrong. He's like, I'm doing it for the naysayers, those who didn't believe in me. I want to tell them like it's possible. I did it. I'm still doing it, and talent is paying, even though you did not believe in me.
When it comes to Mulamwa, I didn't find him funny then. I don't find him funny now.
Wow, come on, seriously, Joy.
Joy is right.
Okay, but you see, finding some comedy is very different for different people. Like
comedy is comedy. Comedy is supposed to make me laugh. So if it
but it's not for everyone though. Do you know that?
No, Churchill makes everyone laugh.
There are some intellectual jokes. Someone will come here, like someone like Kevin Hart. Listen. Let's talk about Kevin Hart. He will crack a joke. Some people will get it. Some people will not get it. So I think that's the same case with Mulama. There are people who find him very funny, by the way.
Ngoja kwanza Feline. So you're telling us that Mulamwa is intelligent?
He is intelligent. What are you saying?
So
he's a doctor, but he's a nurse. Like he went to school. He graduated. He's learned.
Hapo kwa nurse. He's a nurse.
I think so. Either doctor or nurse. Like Nzugush, you know Nzugush is also very he's intellectual. Like sometimes he tells jokes like you have to be smart for you to get it.
There was a time Nzugush was really funny. There was just that time.
Kuna kila
But do you know Njugush sold out outside Kenya? Like he's current, I think he was on tour somewhere outside Kenya, a different countries. Kwa UK ama ni wapi? And he sold out. Not Mulamwa, I'm talking about Njugush.
I know, but Mulamwa's nyota iliibiwa sasa. Yeah, okay. Tabidi arudie Otosha Kaola. Yeah, na nyota hata. I don't know. Sorry to say.
Nani anaiba nyota?
Libi kapata Njugush.
Hii mko na mchezo. You get jokes. Anyway. Here we are. We're done with that story. We're done. We gotta move, bro. We gotta move. Now, our 27-year-old Hilda Barsi embarked on an extraordinary culinary journey from Thursday until Monday evening, tirelessly preparing over 100 meals. Her goal is to surpass the Guinness World Record previously set by Indian chef Lata Tondon, who cooked for an impressive 87 hours and 45 minutes non-stop in 2019. Now, Guinness World Records will thoroughly examine the evidence to ensure that it's legitimate. And meanwhile, Kenyan chef Maheliha plans to challenge Hilda's record in August this year. Throughout her endeavor, Hilda received overwhelming support from Nigerian fans who gathered outside the restaurant for days, cheering her on. Notably, she was honored by the visits from Nigerian musicians, including Tiwa Savage, and even her own governor came through for her. We have videos. Let's have a look. Video and I'm just imagining. Come on, Kenya. Do you know the same chick? Her name is Maliha, right? And she actually competed in 2019 as well. She cooked for over 75 hours. We did not even record. Hata hatukuwa tunajua. Tumemjua juu ya Hilda. And now she's going to attempt to break this record and cook for over 100 hours because Hilda ashapika 100 meals in 4 days. So yeah, maybe in the 5 days just to try to break that record. Do you think that is possible? And you have to say, what do you have to say about Nigerians, by the way, the overwhelming support they showed their own? Ronald, what's your take? Okay, my take on Nigerian support towards their own, it's always kudos. You guys are always keeping it local. They always keep it local. See at wengi. Okay, as much as they are wengi, but they always like love themselves. It's just like Americans. Any American product, they always support and they always like promote it 100%. That is true. That's why like I think 90% of Americans use Apple. Yeah, and also if you look at even the vehicles they drive is their own vehicles. Yes. The ones that are manufactured in the country. Yeah. Now look at Nigeria. They really consume their own goods from music itself. Now you see the TikTokers, you see from the social media, that is Facebook and everything, they always support their own. They speak their own broken English, pidgin. The pidgin English. They're very proud of it. And now, you see, they are taking advantage of the numbers they have. Now, if they support, let's say, for example, there was a vote that was supposed to be done, they're going to win because of 200 million people plus. We are barely 50 million. We are barely 53 million, and yet sisi hapa tumegawanyika, my friend. Kuna mtu mwingine yako sijui wapi ana support sijui nani, and you get that we don't consume our own. We want to consume Nigeria. You get? We don't want to consume our own.
Now, back to the topic ya kupika. I wish hii kitu ikipelekwa Uluyani. Mwenye anaenda
What do you mean?
Huyo atapika kikula. Unajua, there's a difference.
Sisi alikuwa anapika akipea mafans wenye walikuwa nje. Like she was making a lot of meals and she was giving it to the people who are camping outside for free.
Oh, no worries, but sasa now iletwe tuseme tu imepelekwa Mumias Kakamega. Kakamega. Sasa ni ugali na kuku.
Ugali na kuku.
Utapika upatie mtu.
Upiki,
Ile stress umeundergo ukipika hiyo ugali.
Kwa budget. Do you know for you to be able to make 100 meals? Do you know the kind of shopping you have to do? 100 different meals. Now we are not talking about ati noodles, no. Like a proper meal.
That is fufu and the likes of maybe pig meat. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. But now let's say for example, just the same way I'm putting it. Kakamega. Ugali kuku, ugali madondo, that way. You think atapeana? Unajua kupika ugali ni ngumu?
It is not. If you're trying to break a record, you'll find a way. But Joy, what's your take? What's your take on that?
On what, the budget?
No. The whole Hilda Baci story. Basi, actually. Her name is Basi. Hilda Basi.
You go, girl. I just don't see myself cooking for 2 hours, but you who can do 100. It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were blessed differently. So, yeah, pika, mom.
Okay. And what about Chef Maliha, who's going to cook for, that is 400, that is 100 hours, so she has to cook for more than 100 hours.
Again,
do you think she's going to do it? Because she already did 75 hours already, so.
No, I strongly believe that if you set your mind on something, even if it makes sense to people like us or not, then you're going to achieve it. So, you go, girl.
No, Feline, I think there's a comment you made when you're reading this story. Huyo tutamletea tu zile miraa na mogoka za kutoka Meru.
Right. Kenya we have the green gold from Meru.
Yes.
So that one chef nani anaitwa nani Maliha is going to actually sort her out very well, because I'm just thinking that is Hilda on your screens right immediately after alimaliza 100 hours. That was amazing. Look, she was so tired. She was so tired.
Umesimama. Was she seated? Mama alikuwa amesimama.
Si unakaa kidogo unasimama kidogo, you know.
Kupika ndio tamu hivyo jamani.
But honestly, Feline, today I don't have the strength, so I find myself agreeing with Ron Sana, which normally isn't the case. But I really wish we will support one of our own, you know, in such a way. It's beautiful.
Well, our own is coming up in August.
Yeah,
are we going to support her?
Yes, with
Are we going to come?
Asilale. Sisi tutakuwa hapo, anatupatia food ni Mira tunampatia. Food na. That is
extra.
Inaenda kuko butter trade. So ni food Mira. Mpaka tu break record 200 hours.
Niambia ulali.
So the Kenyan backup she expects ni Mira.
No, she does not expect it. It's just people who are
from people from Kakamega like these ones.
Okay, sisi tutasimamia budget na Mira basi.
Okay, we can help with that.
Yeah, we're going to help with that.
Maliha, si Ronald, amesema atasaidia na budget, okay?
Big time.
Feel free to DM him right after the show. Anyway, moving on to another story now. Kenyans are still processing the news that Sauti Sol, the country's longest-serving boy band, is going on a hiatus with no return date set. The group initially revealed their intention to take a break and concentrate on individual projects 2 years ago. Now, however, on Saturday, they surprised fans by announcing a final tour in the US, Europe, and Canada this year, followed by the creation of one last album before embarking on individual parts. That is Sauti Sol. So we actually had, that is the official statement, the press statement they released. That was yesterday. And we just had to look at a video of them, you know, doing what they do best. Let's have a listen.
Sauti Sol inadai ya kumechacha, karibuni kwenye extravaganza. Benzoli alipofika alifunika. She's a bed, she bend over back, steaming up what a bed. I wanna date, so tell me why you do me so. I'ma keep it short and sweet. You just let the song on your feet. Obi dance to the beat. I pull you back on my man. Susanna, I hope you're happy now.
whole thing. Like, I do not understand. Like, y'all can just do individual projects the way you've been doing that. BN is currently carrying the Kenyan music on his back. Like, he's been doing us so much, you know, justice with his music, with his collabs and everything. But saying that Sauti Sol is breaking, what is that? Ron, did you ever think this day was coming? Almost 2 decades. They've been together 18 years. 18.
I remember feeling when they started with the
Lazizi.
Lazizi, where exactly. Remember that jam? Now, wacha tu wa break because walifanya akina hao ndo walinyang'anya akina Elani nyota yao. So at least if they break right now, the likes of Elani and other groups that Kamula, exactly.
Kamula tried. They were really awesome, but you know.
You remember these people outshined everybody, and right now the same story that we took on as behind the curtains or behind the scene is that they are always sold out when it comes to tickets.
Yeah.
So remember, if they disintegrate, now everybody does their own projects. So that means we are going to have different kind of celebs, different individuals who will pull different crowds.
Yeah.
And now, if you translate the same to other groups, it's gonna be, we are going to have celebs of Kenyan celebs that we can always support as our own. Just the same way I was telling you, if Nigerians can support theirs, let's support ours. So if BN has decided kukuwa na kiburi kama kawaida na akaamua kwenda his way.
Oh yeah. It's an individual decision. Make kwa BN. Because kani BN si angetoka tu alafu bandi endelee.
Chimano ameenda sijui direction gani na it's all good, it's all good. Kila mtu kama if that is what puts food on the table. So be it.
All right, they have a concert. I think it's June. I think June or July. It's going to be at Uhuru Gardens. VIP is sold out. VVIP is sold out. So the other tickets that are available, I think it's 8K.
8K. Oh.
Yeah. So imagine, and people are gonna pull up. It's gonna be sold out. But if mwanze badale kuweka pesa kando, because that's one concert you wanna go to. It's probably going to be their last one. So. You want to be there to tell a story. Like, I was there when Sauti Sol performed their last year. You will have a story to tell your children. Like, bro, I'm telling you that night. You'll have a story to tell people. I'm just saying. Anyway, Joy, what are your thoughts on this one?
You know, a very close friend of mine anapenda kusema that kila safari ina mwisho. Na ina stage yake. So kama kina Sauti Sol amefika kwa stage yao, ni washuke gari.
But why now? We've seen kina Davido amekuwa akisema like he's been listening to a lot of Sauti Sol. Diamond juzi alikuwa ameka ngoma zao is like, "Ewa Sauti Sol, you know." Sasa mmeanza kusifiwa ndo mmeamua like let's live while everybody's still feeling us, ama?
Which is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like we will forever miss Sauti Sol because they're still very relevant to the music industry. Unaona, wangekaa hapa ni sisi tu tungeanza just like Nyasha alisema that we appreciate people kidogo kidogo akika kwa industry sana tunaanza kuboeka now, you see. But it's been 18 years. Tungekuwa kuboeka na kina Sauti Sol, I think tungeboeka kitambo sana. On a very personal level, I wouldn't say that I care much about them breaking up or not breaking up, but it's all right. Yeah, don't look at me. I mean, it's them breaking up.
Yeah,
it's not affecting
exactly.
me in any way, so it is what it is.
No, I support Joy because even couples break up.
I'm going to leave that on that. You know what? Let's take a break. We are going on a break. Break, please. Let's go on a break. We're coming right back. Stay with us. What do you mean? Seriously. Let's take that break, kindly.
Wataki kubreak up.
Alright, thank you so much for staying with us, and if you're just joining us right now, you are watching Chit Chat right here on your favorite YouTube channel, Y254. I go by PYLINE Jen, and that is on all socials, and I'm hanging out with Wangari Washori and Ronald Royce. You can be part of the show by talking to us across all our social media pages at Y254 channel. We'll be glad to sample some of those comments at the end of the show. And right now, let's have a look at another story. And popular content creator and social media personality Kabi Jesus has addressed the criticism he faced for dancing with his mother-in-law. In a TikTok video, he confidently asserted that nobody's opinion could impact his relationship with his mother-in-law. In a light-hearted note, he humorously advised those who disagreed with the videos to seek guidance from their ancestors. Kabi Jesus remains unfazed by the growing discontent surrounding his social media content. We have a video. Let's have a look.
I don't wanna wait till it's all over. This life is a gift from the Most High. That is why I'm thankful for all I have. But the fast life really ain't all that. So now I try to be pure. No be like scan, no this shit, no man. I just get better in job. Waiting and see. I don't want you to the waste my time. I don't wanna wait till it's all over. This life is a gift from the Most High. That is why I'm thankful.
Let me tell you something. Do you know the reason why I was laughing behind the scenes? So, 2 weeks ago, if you watched, you are a fan of the show and you watch our show, Ronald was on this set with Honest Bantu. Ronald akatuliza, "Wewe ushai dance na madhako kweli?" Your own mom. Ronald alikuwa, "Unaanza kudance na madhako." And right now here is Kabi with Jesus dancing with his mother-in-law, not his mom, but his mother-in-law. So I'm really, really excited, and I want to hear what his opinion is going to be on this one. What do you have to say?
First of all, PYLINE, I remember when I was young, I wanted to be a pilot.
Right.
But right now, I keep poultry. So anyway, ndege ni ndege too. Now, in relation to this story, poultry farmers like me again, hii ndio inaitwanga kukula kuku na vifaranga. Then,
no, come on.
Then again,
is this a harmless dance?
I know it's a harmless dance, but it starts from this point. This is where it always starts from. And remember very well, I don't know whether ini can be a Judas ama hii ni kambi gani. You don't do that with your mother-in-law. This is abomination in, I think, Nigerian Pidgin English language. It is. At the end of the day, the society is the one which is going to judge you. It's not the two of you. So the way you dance, the way you treat your mother-in-law is the society that is going to talk, not you.
Okay. I don't know about that. Joy, do you share the same sentiments? Like the video seems harmless and it's 2023. It's not like that we were living in the 90s. I don't know. Joy, do you share the same opinion as him, Mama? What's your take?
One thing with me is that I really don't care what the society says. I'll just do what I feel like doing.
Whatever makes you happy, right?
Yeah, whatever makes me happy. But with this particular video, no one, watu kama Kabi wa Jesus are people wananchokeshanga kichwa, just, you know. But with this particular video, the mother is okay with it. So I don't see the rest of you shidenyu ni nini.
Pesa, man just talks louder than words.
How rich people do this? We've even seen in movies dads dance with their daughters, even in different cultures, even in like white people, they do that all the time.
Yeah, they do that.
Like dads dance with their, like it's an official dance. Even when you get married in some cultures, you get married, and the first dance after you get married, it's with your dad. Right? That's the first official dance you have to dance with your father. And then you have now Ronald telling us like,
where nani wewe na dance na baba yake. Ngoja kwanza, unaweza hug babako kwanza?
Why not? Ati hug babako.
Yes,
why
can
wouldn't you?
Whoa. Unaweza hug transformer wewe. Babangu ni steamer. Just imagine.
Women, you're in a different era. Come on. It is 2023, Ronald.
It is, but you don't do that. This is African traditional society. There's respect for the elders. You're older being. You're not supposed to be. That is not good at all.
I think it's just the relationship you have. Like for me, thinking like my brother-in-law and my mom, like I think they have like an immense like respect for each other, so I don't think they will do that. But then it just depends with how you relate with someone. I think our mezoyana, like they joke a lot. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. I love it. Also, I think it depends with the age gap. How many age is Joy? Like if she was like way older, like Nimzaya kona nywele za white and everything, I think that would be different. But she's still young.
Let me tell you, some of these things are in the blood. Unajua, kuna mtu tu amechangam. Ujaona kashusho yani kamkonge kabisa. In her 80s and she's dancing like OMG. Yeah. So even if the mother-in-law was 70, if that is who she is as a person, if she's okay dancing, if she's okay breaking certain limits with her son-in-law, even at 100, she'd still do the same. So
But
I think it's just personalities, really.
do you think it will lead to something else?
Oh no, Ron.
No.
Get your head out of the gutter.
I know, but Philin, you know the society we live in, and you've heard about stories A, B, C, and D. And that is how it starts.
I don't
No,
know.
not really. You guys have fun.
Have
Let
fun.
the society say whatever it has to
Is
say.
this the same Kambia Judas that had a problem with the cousin before?
Ah.
Right?
So now you're calling a child a problem.
No. The problem they had with their cousin. You remember? It all trended, and the guy was
he
dating
owned,
the cousin.
the good thing I love about him is the fact that he owned up. Okay, after the expose and all that, he owned up to his mistakes, and he's taking care of the child. That was
Thank
the
you.
problem.
He's taking
So
care of the
what's wrong
child.
with that?
Right now, he's dancing with the mother-in-law.
Nimalizana na hiyo story.
Yeah,
Hivyo
me
tu.
too.
Mimi, I'm moving on. We have to move on from that before it is still like, before we say something, Ronald says something
Yeah,
that we will
Ronald
all
says
regret.
Anyway.
Anyway, Zari Hassan penned a lengthy post slamming her ex Diamond Platnumz. The Ugandan businesswoman refuted claims made by Diamond that she wanted more children with him on Netflix show Young, Famous and African. Now Zari asserted that Diamond fabricated the story. She revealed that she single-handedly raises their kids and that Diamond merely pays their school fees. Zari criticized Diamond for allowing the younger women he dates to disrespect her and basically called him a coward. And of course, for those who haven't watched Young, Famous, African, we have a snippet of the video. Let's have a look.
Diamond is. Why would she be so comfortable with that?
You know, when you guys fighting, everybody can throw whatever she says that she wants to throw.
Remember we talked about having a baby?
Yeah.
How did Fantana get to know?
No, we never spoke about that.
She told me.
She was the one telling me about that. I thought the day we did a toast, that's what you say.
No.
No, but I never
It was
spoke to her.
something that I spoke about with you. But okay, let's say I want to have a baby with you. Who's gonna stop me?
Nobody, but then I was in 20s.
Talk to your
I never
bullshit.
no, I didn't talk to her about that.
Talk to
She was the
them.
one telling me about it.
I feel like he's lying. I don't see Fantana just waking up to think, I can attack Zari because of that.
Well, man, I'm telling you, this show, I'm only 2 episodes in and it is a mess. Where? So there's a lady called Fantana, and this Fantana, she used to live in the US, but she relocated back to Ghana. Na mnakumbuka season 1 vile Zari alikuwa ule mse, like Zari, she had a very strong personality in season 1. So season 2, Zari met her match. This chick does not care. The way she was, if you watch, you'll see, she was like, by the way, why are you even hanging on to Diamond? Why are you insecure with Diamond? Diamond, you are married? I think Zari is married, right?
Yeah,
you are married to a younger boy in high school. Well, he's not in high school, but. So Fantana is 26. Alikuwa anambia Zari, like, you're old, you're 42, you're so old, you should not even be, like, with Diamond. Diamond is 32, right? So you're 32 or 33 or something. So anamwambia, like, you're way too old to be chasing Diamond right now. Like, a lot of drama. So Fantana and Diamond end up kissing, and Zari just, it's a mess. So that is what is happening. That is what this whole fight is all about. So, I don't know. Ronald, what are we thinking about this? Have you watched the show? And what do you think? Are you here for the drama? Ama hizo ni vitu za wasichana you do not watch?
I want that answer.
Okay, I am here for the violence. Now, let me tell you something, Philin. First of all, kudos to Diamond. At least this time around he spoke English. The other time it was non-English. When he was asked that, how old are you? I'm 31st. You remember?
Ouch.
So, number 2. Huyu ni Simba. Diamond ni Simba, my friend. The king of the jungle. Right now where they are is a jungle. Right now the show itself is a jungle. So 2 lionesses met, and now you see Diamond is again ruling. So Diamond, always keep it up, man. But again, to my women, mazee, machungu zingine mujiekeange. Don't just expose your ignorance on social media so that you can just get.
But that like Fantana said she does not. Diamond said them. he's been performing. Okay, he has a tour. He's going to perform in US, London, then Malawi. And she's like, what is Malawi? Where is Malawi? Diamond actually laughed at that one. Malawi is in Africa. He's like, wow, it sounds like juice.
Juice.
Like, so people ignorant. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, no, it is both sides, both from the lady Fantana and also Zari. Because Zari has been just airing her own dirty linen on social media for nothing. And yet, you know, the relationship between her and Diamond, everybody knows. Diamond takes care of the kids. So it's not
but
only,
she said Diamond only pays school fees.
Yes, she said, but you don't know what Diamond
But that's the same problem Tanasha had with Diamond. At some point, he was not taking care of his responsibilities. You remember that part, right? I think they already said
I think it's something with women. Once you break up with a woman, they will always try to get back to you using other ways. As much as you are trying to be responsible, there's always that bitterness within them that they always want to like sprout it out.
Right.
Yes.
Now, Joy, Zari basically told Fantana, like, before the show, no one knew who you are. She's a rapper from Ghana, and then Zari is like, no one has ever heard of you. So you want to drag me so that you can become famous. Do you think that's true? She's using Diamond and Zari so that people can know who she is. Do you think that there's any truth to that?
Let us go back to this one. To these ones, bitter women. Let me tell you. Women get bitter because of men's arrogance. I don't even want to start. Leo sina nguvu kabisa ya kubishana. Sina nguvu kabisa. Let me go back to Fantana. I don't advocate for people knowing about your personal life. I mean, I love Zari. I mean, she is the boss lady. Damn, she's fine. She has her life together. She's a billionaire. Regardless of
have you seen how she looks after 5 kids?
I know.
Right?
Some of us even don't look like that without any kids. But she looks so nice.
Yeah.
She looks so nice. Regardless of her very poor choice, maybe in men, I think she's still a person I respect. But after seeing that very long text that she sent to Diamond, I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
She was upset.
I'm not agreeing with Ron. I'm not agreeing with Ron. I am just saying, let's avoid just and by the way, people.
I think what Zari wanted, Diamond has always put Zari above everyone else. No matter who he dates.
Yeah, Zari is Zari.
Zari is always like. He will never let anyone disrespect Zari, you know. Yeah. So I think this is the first time we saw him put that aside and like talk bad about Zari in a way. But then, to be fair to Diamond, he said like he was only going to lie to this chick so that he was only going to lie to her, but he wasn't like serious with her. Now let's leave Fantana and Diamond, the Fantana and Zari aside. Now there's Zuchu. Kila mtu anajua like those two are rumored to be together, right? Now when Zuchu was asked about the whole matter, like, Zuchu, I thought wewe ndo she threw up the F word. She was like, well, they F him. She was like, you know what? Like, yeah, she threw up the F word towards Diamond. Like, she was so upset. So,
why did she be?
No, right? Why is she upset?
Because I'm like, if we are supposed to be together, why on TV embarrassing me, having these women fight over you, and yet I'm the one you're supposed to be with, right?
It's a show. It's scripted, so there's nothing like serious.
No, but okay, the show munapewa script yenye ita follow, but those fights are usually real because you find that these people don't even talk in real life. Like it becomes so bad. Like the drama. Unadhani watu wana
I don't trust young African and famous. I don't trust it. Honestly,
you think so?
I don't trust it.
So you think all these?
Yeah.
No, let me tell you. Like you go. Let me show you. Like how realities work. You go and you say your piece, but they edit. They edit some things. Unaweza sema kitu wa edit waunganisha na kitu kingine ulisema part ingine. Alafu ionekane ni kama that's actually what you said. So sometimes what they air is not actually what transpired. Unaweza sema I love Ron, and then you add that I love Ron as a friend. So watatoa ile as a friend.
Yeah, as a friend.
PYLINE said she loves Ron, and then that's what goes on air. Guys are like, oh
in
my
fact,
God.
that is what is on air right now. PYLINE.
we need this kind of drama. Like for me, I'm excited. Like the reality TV in Africa is growing. We've seen the Real Housewives of Nairobi, and now there is young, famous African, and he's doing really well. There's even the
Real Housewives of
Chalo culture. There is the other one, yeah, gospel artists.
The Real Housewives of Kawangware.
That is not a reality show.
And then PYLINE, there's something that Joy was talking about. Zari being the boss lady, right? Now, she married, or she was married by a younger guy.
So what?
So the thing is, we understand a boss baby. I'm quiet.
Please.
Now, NIBS Technical College students on Thika Road campus have taken to social media to express their dissatisfaction with the disciplinary measures being imposed on them by their lecturers. They claim that on certain occasions, lecturers resort to having students kneel, and those who even arrive late for classes are denied entry and sometimes even sent home for wearing ragged jeans. And in different occasions, they would even call your parents to tell them if you missed a class. Now, the students are voicing their concerns about these issues, highlighting the need for fair and reasonable disciplinary actions. We have a video. Let's have a look. Looking at this and I'm like, what? Ukichelewa hadi like security wa get wanakufungia nje, they're like, you cannot come in, you're late.
Na itafika wakati wenyewe itabidi pia wabebe lunch box, hakuna kwenda lunch.
But okay, let me tell you, there was a documentary I was watching today. Just before I came to work, there's a docu I watched. It was about these teenagers in the US. Wale wanakuanga wameshinda wazazi, and then they take them to a military camp. It's a boot camp, more like a boot camp. And then they are trained. But you see, they are teenagers, they're 16, 17, 18. But what I learned after that, like they are given 3 months. After 3 months, these people just went back to their normal lives. Like kama kuna mwingine alikuwa ameanza kuibaiba akapelekwa huko ndo aka-change for 3 months, and right now by the time the docu was ending, she was actually wanted by the police because she didn't reform at all. So that is the same thing, the same case I'm thinking with this, because there is a certain age watu wakishafika this, like you cannot tell them otherwise. Like unafaa kuambia wakiwa wadogo so that they just know. But at this age, mtu wako 22 23 unampigisha magoti. 25, surely, Ronald. Unajua even people in their 30s, 40s still go to school. So imagine baba ya mtu umempigisha magoti yawa. What is this?
No, let me just ask you, is this a correctional center?
No, it's a college.
So it's a learning institution, right? So that means that whatever they are being taught, being taught to be straight people in the society. So I don't see anything wrong.
But did you see the part where I said like you can't teach they even said you can't teach an old cat new tricks.
Yeah, but paka mzee pia kunyamaziwa.
That's not the same meaning.
I'm sure what you're talking
you are
about.
deviating away from the topic.
No. No, I'll be able to explain again. Have you gone to Strathmore University and have you seen how disciplined those people are? They don't wear ragged jeans. They don't put. It's always like what do we call it? It's code and conduct. Okay, magoti now sijasikia. But the code and conduct of the students itself speaks louder than words.
Wanapigia mzazi ukimiss class moja?
Wanapigia mzazi.
No, Ron. I have friends at Strath. You're lying.
Ngoja kwa feeling. Do you know we are raising responsible parents.
Who is
from
we?
This institute?
Who is we?
I'm talking about lecturers like I. Right?
Lecturers of where?
I'm just messing with you.
Of NIBS College. So we are trying to bring up a whole new society or societal content, so that whatever we are going to take outside there are fully baked students or byproducts. Yes.
I don't know about that, but Joy, it's your opinion and I respect it, but I have to hear what Joy has to say about this one.
Ron,
what up?
where did you study?
Massachusetts.
No, I'm just asking.
Massachusetts. Anyway, sorry, Joy. Actually,
Did how you were treated in college affect the man you are today?
Yes, it did.
So nyinyi mlikuwa mnapigisha magoti?
And you see the way I'm always very respectful and obedient towards my older kids. Even to my own friends, I am. Yes.
Which ones? But anyway.
No, older friends.
And then when you hit, I'm like, wait, you said kids.
This guy has been lying to us. But anyway, it's all right. I can, yes, say that maybe students wamepotoka sana when it comes to campus and college. Anyway, we have a lot of immorality going on. So yes, maybe we need some taming, but not to the extent of making a fully grown, a fully grown up person to kneel. I mean, that's humiliating. That is embarrassing. That is even lowering the self-esteem of these people. Let me not talk about Liz, but I've listened to her most of the time and she talks about self-esteem and confidence and putting yourself out there. But in an institution where even if you're late as a grown-up, maybe because because of traffic, na ukifika unapigishwa magoti na unachapwa, na I mean even kids in primary school that doesn't happen,
right?
No.
And let's just say people in college are of age and they're allowed to date. So imagine this person dating and their significant other anapita unaona mbabazi wako amepigishwa magoti uko staff room.
Akula viboko.
Akula kabisa. PYLINE, you remember there was a time...
It is not okay.
It's not.
And when I say mbabas, I just mean boyfriend, by the way. Don't misquote me. I do not advocate for people dating way older people just for...
No, you're not supposed to be dating in colleges. Why should you date in colleges? You went there, it's a learning institution.
Ana mwingine sasa. Na leo akiwa college.
Lakini
I'm kidding.
Sikuwa mtu wa college.
I'm joking, by the way, guys. Don't take me serious. Yeah. So, I just think it's a bit much. Hata Ronald mwenye unajua. That is like,
no,
I don't know.
No, Ronald anataka tu kusumbuana. It's a bit extra.
PYLINE, you remember there's a time we also spoke about something else. You remember the Chinese who was caning the guy who was late? That was on employment side.
But then that is true.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? What is wrong with people? Why would you wish someone's done?
Unajua, a human being is someone, especially for the grown-ups. These are people who, not unless kama ukigrow, you never underwent through that thorough military grade kind of a bringing up. So if you are a grown-up, that is when now you are exposed to such. Because ukukunjwa ukiwa mtoto. So inafaa ukunje ukiwa mkubwa.
Awazi wanasema hata Waswahili wanasema samaki mkunje angali mbichi. Once it is dried, you cannot. If you kunja, you'll break them. And that is the same thing with people. Grown-up people, you cannot tell them what to do. You'll break them. And that's where self-esteem issues comes from. That's how people hate school. That's how people transfer schools. And I think like it's not a good look. If you ask me personally,
lakini sasa hata nyinyi mnasema misemo, hata nyani haoni kundule.
How does that relate?
Yeah. Huko na mchezo by the way.
Joy leo aliuma. Joy leo aliuma leo. Ronald is here busy laughing. Ajui yeye kama mwana Chelsea wamefanyiwa ile. That's why I'm mad. I'm trying to be happy and you guys are still making me mad by watu wengine.
Eventually escape. He knew coming to work today. Unajua alijua vile huku kuna kichapo.
Na watu wa Arsenal pia waongee pia. Hao pia tunatakanga stories zao. Tusikie.
Sasa number 2 na number 12 wanaulizana nini?
No, number 2 sasa amekuwa number 2 na imagine number 1 hajacheza game yoyote.
Yeah, but you can't, even number 3 cannot catch up to them. But nyinyi, you have one game mkipigwa mnaweza ingia relegation. I'm just kidding. I don't know how nowadays I know a lot of football, by the way.
Yeah,
it is so crazy, right? I even know Haaland. Like Juicy, he was on screen and I'm watching. We were watching, and then I'm like, oh, Haaland. They were playing with Real Madrid, and then my brother-in-law looks at me like, okay, what is going on? Like, ulianza kujua football.
Lini? Suko kama Joy.
It is so surprising.
No, there's this guy with long hair. I know.
Joy ana watu. Si hata ujue mtu mmoja wa taekwondo. Wewe hakuna game yenye unajua. Hata badminton.
There's a guy with long hair. It's all good.
Huyo tunajua. Didier Drogba.
Anyway, let's do the Drogba, by the way, he retired. Just
Si huyo ndio Joy anajua. Na ni wa 1990.
let's do this. Let's sample some of the comments and then we'll do some shout outs for the guys that are tuned in right here. Niko na Mr. Waziri kama kawaida, he's one of our top fans, he's tuned in, asante sana. Niko na Real Nike Dad, mambo vipi, niko ndani kama kawa kutoka Mbakalo Ward, Bungoma County, asante sana. Buju Kim Serem, we see you from Gilgil. Ruth Dina, tunakuona, asante sana. Town Nigga, what's up? You're representing LD, asante. Nimo Loving, I'm rather with you, you're representing Nyeri, asante sana. Teoteo tunakuona kutoka Bungoma. Niko na Kilungia, una represent Paipu, asante sana. And Dennis, we see you. And Dennis anasema salimikeni sana hewani, thank you. Mutuku, Kidhoko, Anzeeni, Wagwan. Otiak, Nyasuba, unasema Mulolongo, asante sana. I have Samuel Junior Mkenya, Wakenya salimikeni, niko locked, nikiwa Udhero. Shout out to you, thank you. Isaiah Ombura, watching the show from 001 Mombasani, #CHIT. Shout out to Mombasa, Kenya and Echate, pamoja kutoka Kitale. Pablo Moja, Ruiru is watching, thank you. Faustin Max Silva, tumekuona, asante sana. I have Xavier, Save you. Unasema count me in from Modhaiga, thank you. Karis Babake Chris, tuned in from Gong Race Course. Twist Ngororo, we see you. Karabati Gwiji wa Kayole, I see you. Shout out to 1960 Brand Daily. Daily unasema count me in from KCO. Asante. Catherine Shiko Kamakawa, you are representing Kaganda Muranga. I have Waithaka Boyd. Unasema count me in. I think Ronald is living in his own world. For me, I dance with my mom. Look at that. People dance with their moms. It's normal. It is 2023, Ron.
Yeah, wake
Rada. I have Eddie Ribon Jr. So you're tuned in from Meru. Umesema nisalimie Wangari na Ronald hapo kwa panel. Enjoying the show hadi tamati. Mmesalimiwa?
Thank you, bro.
Right, I have Leila, you're in. Thank you so much, Leila. Lenny, I have Kanji Wakasuku, count me in from Nyahururu, thank you. What's up, my favorite feelings? And hi, what's up, Jay Mundati? Alafu unasema, always love from me to you, asante. Wangari, how are you, girl? You're looking, mwah. I have, unasema Ronald, my bro, umeona pesa wanaume wako nazo? I understand why umetoka.
No, who's that? Please tell me.
I knew it was coming.
Mundati, mwah. From my heart.
I have Weru Ani.
Imeenda.
Weru Ani unasema leo Ronald achunguzwe. Amepitia wapi? Do you see comments?
Oh, Jesus.
Right, I have Junior Emmanuel Paul. Unasema count me in from Rongo Town. Thank you. Weru wa keyboard. Tumekuona una represent Naivasha Mirera. Thank you so much for watching. Tunaelewa there's been a game, but you guys taking your time to watch the show. We don't take that for granted. Wangare, you have anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, this week nitakuwa sana kule Ekala Boy, so a special shout out to those guys. And also
where is Ekala?
Iko Ukambani. Ukambani, yes. So, and a special shout out to Ryan Mutunga, an amazing MC, producer of Pacific Arts. Wasanii wote uko nje mazee, you do what you gotta do. Nawapenda sana. Msijali, tutachunguza Ron after this.
That's what's up. Royce.
Take kwa Zukari. What's up, my people? I go by the name Ronald Royce, and as usual, mazee, thanks so much for tuning in. Tunajua tuko kama Victor, tuko na Masiketa, tuko na Brian, Ridge, Sismo, mazee, it's a whole world. Thank you so much, and always keep it locked.
All right. Now, I have to shout out just, 3 more people, then we call it. I have Devi Wasike, asante sana, thank you for tuning in. Waweru wa keyboard, Naivasha, asante sana. And then I have Alex Kings, Jeshi, unasema mambo vipi? Mambo swafi, ama vipi?
Yeah, shega, mambo
shega. All right, now I have to shout out Alvan, thank you so much. Mambo iko poa. Shega. Shout out to Steve, a simple boy. Yeye ndo alifanya nikajua hiyo.
Oh, no wonder.
Right.
No, nimeshinda yeye Ron anajua.
Anyway, shout out to Alan. Thank you so much. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Majuma. Shout out to Oriel kama kawaida for making the show possible. We do love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. And as the new week starts, I want to wish you a very happy and amazing week. As you go into the week, I wish you success and God's blessing. Ama ni aje?
Yeah, namtafute pesa.
Bye. Watu tafuta pesa. Hata mimi natafuta pesa man.
Tafuta pesa.
Mkizipata mniambie. Dr. Eddie tunakuona unasema Phylline kutusalimia niwasalimie muendeni. Nimeona ako na mbogi ya wazao ni kama nenda kulipa dawari hapa hivi kwa hii picha. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just ingia Facebook ya Y254, go through the comments, you'll see what I'm talking about. But shout out to you, Dr. Eddie. That's our last shout out for today. Thank you so much for keeping us company throughout the show. We love and appreciate you. Have an amazing week. As always, I'm your favorite presenter, Lucky Idol. I will see you next week.
Mwenye Joy amesema tu mtafute pesa, sisi tunacheza na title deed.